Okay, Penny. Wow. Hi. What do I got? All right, we are down here with Penny for our week 1 video recap. What do I got, Penny? Uh-oh, I think she smells the crumbs on the ground from her sisters. So, these video recaps for the Stay and Train program, we're going to kind of run through all the behaviors that we've been working on with these puppies for the last week. And the same thing for weeks 2 and 3, so you can see their progress and how they're doing with everything. Whoa, good girl, look at you. Good puppy. In week 1, we like to warm them up with a little bit of play before we get started. Penny really likes the flirt pole. That's what this toy is that I've got right now. It's one of my favorite toys to play with puppies because the toy is at the end of this rope. She's learning to play and target the toy, bite at the toy and not at me, which is nice. We're teaching puppies appropriate play and bite inhibition. Good girl. The flirt pole's fun because they can chase, they can also catch the toy and they can tug. Notice how when the puppy catches the toy, I'm just doing like some gentle opposition. See how I'm just going boop, boop, boop. Good girl. I am not dragging Penny across the ground. I am not picking up the tug and picking up Penny off of the ground, right? Gentle opposition. Good girl. Oh, look at you, so smart. It's also nice because I can just kind of stand here and just flick my wrist around, right, while the puppy's getting all this exercise. She's running back and forth, doing some tug, and it's easy on me, right? Good girl. Okay, now I'm going to get this away from her. We're going to start some of our training exercises. So the very first thing that we introduce to the puppies in week 1 is the concept of the clicker. You can read more about the clicker in your handouts, but this is how we introduce it. I'm going to click the clicker and then give Penny the food reward. So basically the clicker is always going to predict that the food is going to happen. I click the clicker when she does whatever it is that I want. Right now though, we're just doing free, click, and cookie. Good girl. I'm saying cookie, but this is Penny's breakfast. So we're going to do this and all the behaviors about 3 times in a row. Good girl. So there we just charged the clicker for a few reps. So now let's practice using the clicker for something. Now I want to teach Penny that if I have food in my hand, she should follow it. So I put it in front of her nose. She's nice and connected to my food hand. I move it a little bit. She takes some steps. And then I click the clicker right before I release the treat. Okay, so again, we're going to do that about 3 times in a row. Good girl, Penny. Oh, find that crumb. Don't even leave that behind. Penny. Good girl. Very nice. Okay, after we practice following the food lure, we're going to do something a little bit similar. This is called a hand target. But you'll notice the difference between following the food lure and doing a hand target is that I'm going to disconnect my hand from Penny's nose, okay? As soon as she reconnects, that's when I click the clicker and release the treat. So just like the food lure, here she is, she's connected, but then here I disconnect. Touch! As soon as she reconnects with my food hand, I mark with the clicker and I release the treat. Penny, touch. And we call this behavior touch. Good job, puppy. And you can do it with your opposite hand as well. Penny, touch. Good. So basically my click point is as soon as I feel that puppy's nose reconnect with my hand. That's a smart girl. So we just did a few things in a row. So now maybe I want to play with this puppy again a little bit. Right, little break in between. Now I'm going through every single behavior that we practiced with these puppies for week 1. And so I'm going to take these little breaks in between. However, when you practice with your puppies at home, you might just pick 2 or 3 behaviors, and that's all you do in one training session. Good girl! And you can do between 3 to 5 reps of each behavior. Wow. Woohoo. And especially with puppies, I really like to start and or end my training sessions with play. And we are really meeting the needs of everything that our puppy needs, play, enrichment, training, all in one. Oh, what are those toys over there? Are those fun? Okay, let's do a couple more things. Oh, that was a big jump. So I'm going to use the food lure again, but this time I'm going to lure her into a sit position. Okay. Penny, sit. And as soon as she finds the position, I mark that with the clicker and then I release the treat that's in my hand. You're a good girl. Yeah, you want to do that again? Sit. Good girl. Get it. If I put food on the ground for the puppy like I just did, I always pair that with the cue, get it. Basically, I'm giving permission for the dog to take food off the ground. Sit. Good, sit. Get it. Good girl. Whoa, I dropped one. No freebies. Okay, now I'm going to grab Penny's mat. This is going to be the first steps in a stay type behavior. So in week 1, we keep it very simple. We just want the puppies to get all 4 feet on the mat, and that's our click point. As long as they get 4 feet on, we're going to mark that with the clicker. I feed them more than one treat for being on the mat and staying on the mat. So there's cookie number 2. And then we're going to release her. Uh-oh, did you get it? Good girl. Get it. Then we release her off the mat with that get it cookie. Get it, it's right there. Oh, you just randomly don't want that one. Some of these are hard. I think it's hard for them to chew. Is that one hard to chew? Uh-oh, you took a little piddle. Okay, we'll get back to that. Where's your mat? Good girl. Cookie number 1. There's cookie number 2. Good girl, get it. Very nice. Stay away from your piddle. Where's your mat? Good girl. 1. Here's number 2. Okay, get it. Very nice. So each week we're going to add steps to that mat behavior, and you're going to see how it's going to look more and more like an actual stay type behavior. Penny had a little potty accident, so we're going to clean that up quick. That's not for puppies. Yeah, that's your pee-pee. That's your pee-pee. All right, girlfriend. Now we're going to get Penny dressed in her harness. This is the next thing that we introduce in week 1. We want to socialize them to wearing something. So it's a very human thing that we put things on our dogs. It does not come naturally to the dog. So we want to get them used to it at a very young age. I'm getting her harness on. I know, Penny. This harness is even still a little too big. You'll grow into it. Oh my goodness, I know. So sometimes even just the act of getting dressed, see how she's a little squirmy? But I'm gonna, hang on, Penny. Look what I got. Whoa, get it! Yeah. Now that she's got it on, we're gonna kind of keep her focused on some get it cookies and maybe some toys. Get it. Good girl. Yeah, go get it. Do you see that one? Ready? Get it. There we go. Look at, you can walk with your harness on. Very good, puppy. Get it. Maybe she finds that other one over there. Ready? Get it. Ha ha ha. There we go. Harness isn't a big deal. Get it. Very nice. There, she found that one. How about your toy? Yeah, there we go. She was a little sad about me putting the harness on initially, and she got over it real quick. Good job, puppy. So that's why we start them in their harnesses now, right? We don't want to wait until the dog's like 6 months old, try to put a harness on them, and then they absolutely hate it. Yes, good girl. Whoa! You like this crinkly toy. But I also like this toy. I like that it's longer. It's easy to play with the dog because you can see she's biting the toy down there, but I'm holding it up here. So less error for her to accidentally or want to try to bite at me. Where is it? Good job. Oh, yeah. Good puppy. Good puppy. What? Whoa. All right. So we've got one more thing to cover. What? Did you hear me? We're just going to practice a little handling exercise. So I'm going to grab some more food in my clicker again. Oh, yes. You love the food, huh? You love it. Okay, so I'm going to show Penny that I've got food in my hand, and I'm just going to give her a little pet. Good girl. Bring my hand under her belly. Good. Mark that and then give her a treat for it. So this is how your puppy may need to be handled at the groomer or the vet. It's a little bit different than us just petting or snuggling with the puppy, so it's definitely important to get them used to being handled this way. Good job. So my hand is underneath her belly. I mark that with the clicker and then I feed her. Get it. Get those crumbs. Yeah. Okay. I know, yeah. That time I messed with her tail a little bit. You can also do her ears. Good, yeah. That time I clicked when I took my hand. I don't want to click right next to her ear because that can be really loud. Good girl. Good girl. Picked up a leg. Perfect. That's a good puppy. Penny, get it. All right, so that's everything for week 1. Let's recap real quick. So we started by charging the clicker, then we moved into following the food lure. Then we practiced some hand targets, sits, the first step in the mat. We got her dressed in her harness, and we did a few handling exercises. Get it? So make sure that you access the video library and you watch all the videos, video examples for these behaviors for week 1. This will be what you want to keep practicing with your puppy once they go home. She was a little wiggly there when I went to take the Velcro off too. And she'll get better. Good girl. My Zoom availability for November should be open towards in another week or so, so just keep watching for that.